welcome back to the channel. Today's focus is spine mobility. Let's meet on our mat lying down to start our practice. Finding any comfortable lying down position that feels good for you to settle into this space. Letting go of any distractions around you, putting your phone on do not disturb. Allow this time to be just for you. Start to notice how the mat feels beneath the body, getting heavy through those points of contact. Back of the shoulders, hips, ankles, and arms. And just start to notice how the body's feeling, scanning from head all the way down to the toes. Can you relax through the face? Allow the shoulders to get heavy. Letting go of gripping the fingers, softening in the belly. Relaxing all the way down the legs. Once you make it all the way down to the tips of the toes, draw an inhale in through the nose, fill into the belly. Exhale through your mouth or nose. Let's take a few rounds of breath together. One more breath. Settle into a breath that feels good for you. Exhaling through the mouth or the nose. Draw your attention to the tip of the nose. Notice any sense within your space. Notice any subtle smell. Draw your attention to the tip of the nose. Notice any sense within your space. Notice any taste. Start to notice where you feel that breath most prominently. Stomach, chest, nostrils. Can you guide your attention to one of those areas as we follow 3 rounds of breath? That cool air that enters the nose, filling into the belly and the chest. Exhaling from the bottom of the belly all the way back up. Notice if the mind can stay present within how the breath feels here. And on this last exhale, we can start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, maybe rolling the head from side to side. Gently start to wake up the body as you curl the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself that nice little hug. Inhale, push the low back down into the mat. Exhale, curl shoulders and head off the mat. Form a little ball, releasing that tension through the low back. And then gently let that go. Plant the feet on the mat here. Ground through big toe, pinky heel. Inhale to glue the low back to the mat. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, draw the front of the hip bones towards the belly button, and start to push the hips up, rolling up the spine. Moving as slow as it feels good for you. Thinking vertebrae by vertebrae all the way to the top. Warming up the spine. Exhale, start to glue the spine back down onto the mat. How slow can you glue vertebrae by vertebrae? Nice work. Let those hips touch down. Relax it out. And then inhale, engage. Push the low back down. Tuck the tailbone. Start to peel vertebrae by vertebrae off the mat. Rolling into that bridge. Holding at the top. Exhale, drive to the heels, slowly roll down. Keep that tuck of the tailbone. Let's take one more round. Let go of that once the hips touch down, and then start to find that engagement. Belly button to spine, low back glued, tuck the tailbone, roll up the spine. Once you're at the top, Make your way down, drive heels in towards the mat. Disengage once you're there. Roll onto one side of the body. Push up through that top hand. Find your way into a seated position. Either seated on your mat or grabbing a block to place under the hips, elevating the hips higher than the knee. Legs can be straight or crisscrossed, whatever feels best. Grab a block front of the hips if you'd like. Legs stay straight or crisscrossed. Roll shoulders down the back. Inhale, circle arms above head. Exhale, right arm to right. Exhale, right arm to the mat. Straighten that left arm to the side of the room. Getting nice and deep into that bend. If arm above head feels uncomfortable, hand can always come to head. Inhale, let's come back through to center. Exhale to the left side. Inhale through to center, exhale to the right. Inhale through to center, exhale to the left. Inhale through to center, arms above head, exhale, twist. Left hand to right knee, let that right arm go behind the body, roll the right shoulder down the back, and gaze towards the back of your room. Finding a nice twist through the spine. Inhale, straighten through the crown of the head. Exhale, maybe pull through that left hand. Get a little deeper. One more breath here. Inhale, straighten through the spine. Exhale, pull yourself deeper. Inhale, slowly unravel, draw the arms back above head. Exhale, opposite side. Roll the left shoulder down the back. Find that gaze. Inhale, straighten through the spine. Exhale, get deeper. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, get deeper. Pulling yourself with that right hand. Inhale, slowly unwind. Exhale, crisscross the legs. Plant the hands on the knees. Legs can be crisscrossed or soles, feet together. Take what feels best for you. Hands on knees or ankles. Inhale, start to pull the chest up towards the ceiling. Gaze upwards, mini cow. Exhale, push the hands, straighten the arms round through the spine, cat. Inhale, pull the chest forward, mini cow. Exhale, push. One more. Inhale, pull yourself forward. Exhale, curl. Inhale, back to neutral. Roll the shoulders down the back. And then let the legs go out to a straddle. Push the heels down and towards your mat. Inhale, arms to the sides, the body. Exhale, wrap yourself up, hands to shoulders or elbows. Inhale, crunch forward. Imagine you're crunching over a pool noodle. Find that flexion. Ground through the sit bones. Our hips are staying nice and still. Inhale here. And then exhale, twist towards your right foot. Inhaling your twist. Exhale, drop the right shoulder to the back of the mat. Find length through the left side. Inhale, find your length. Exhale, turn the chest up towards the ceiling. Imagine a string's pulling your chest up, mini extension. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the left shoulder. Find that length through the right side. Exhale, twist towards that left foot. Inhale in your twist. And then exhale, come back through the center. Find that crunch. Inhale in your crunch. Breathe in towards the back body. Exhale, twist towards the left foot. Inhale in your twist. Exhale, drop the left shoulder. Inhale, find length through that right side. Exhale, chest up towards the ceiling. Find your extension. Inhaling an extension. Exhale, drop that right shoulder. Inhaling, find that length through that left side. Exhale to twist. And then inhaling your twist. Exhale, come back through to center. Let that go. Take a breath. Roll the shoulders down the back. And inhale, arms beside the body. Exhale, wrap yourself up. Inhale, crunch. Ground through the sit bones. Exhale, rotate towards that right foot. Inhale, drop the right shoulder. Find length through the left side. Exhale, chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, drop left shoulder. Find that stretch. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back through to center. Exhale, twist towards that left foot. Find your twist to the spine. Inhale, drop the left shoulder. Length through that right side. Exhale, chest up towards the ceiling. Inhale, right shoulder back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back through the center. Exhale, let it go. Crisscross the legs, push up onto the knees and the hands. Find your tabletop. Inhale, drop the belly, lift through the chest. Exhale, curl, tuck chin to chest, push through the hands. Inhale, drop belly, lift through the chest. Exhale, curl. One more. From your cat, push through the hands, stay in that crunch, tuck the toes. Let's hover the knees. We're here for 5, 4. Keep shoulders stacked on wrists for 3, 2, 1. Push the hips back. Find that down dog. Imagine that your chest is getting pulled towards the back of the room. Push through the hands. Take an inhale in here. On your exhale, I want all that weight to go into the left hand. Draw that right hand to hover. Right arm comes across that left calf, and we pull the chest through, finding a twist through the spine. Take a breath here. And then draw that right arm back. Inhaling in your down dog. Exhale all the way into that right hand. Left arm comes through. You pull that chest through your down dog. Inhale back through center. Exhale, push the hands, shrug the shoulders. Inhale, rise the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or tippy toe all the way to the top of your mat. Hands by the shins. We squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold. Rounding through the upper back, drop the chest to the thighs. Let those arms get heavy. As slow as you can here, let's roll up the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. How slow can you go? Ground through big toe, pinky, heel. All the way up. Let those arms get heavy, and as slow as you can, roll up the spine. Vertebrae by vertebrae, letting the head and the arms come up very last. Circle the shoulders all the way down and back. Let that gaze come all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale the gaze back to neutral. Inhale, let's sink the hips. Hands come in front of the body. Find that chair. Exhale, fold, push the hips up. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to a high or low plank. Push through the hands. Drop to the knees if you want. Push shins in towards the mat. Lower through your chaturanga for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, roll shoulders back, peel the chest off. Exhale, tuck toes, push hips back and up. Down dog. Walk the feet in if that base feels a little wide. Inhale, rise the balls of your feet, roll through your down dog, rounding through the spine. Plant the shoulders on top of the wrists. Exhale, bend the knees, push the hips back and up. Inhale, roll through. How slow can you roll? Exhale, bend the knees, push the hips back. One more time. Inhale, roll through. Exhale, bend the knees, push the hips back. Draw the feet to touch at the back of your mat. Inhale that right foot back and up. Sharp exhale, knee to chest, round through the back. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. Let's hold, round through upper back for 3, 2, 1. Plant that foot in between the hands, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Draw one of your blocks to the outside of the right foot. Keep the left arm on the mat. Exhale, open the chest, opening that right arm towards the ceiling. Take an inhale in here. Keep your left arm on the mat. Exhale, open the chest. Now inhale, close the right arm, plant on the mat or the block. Exhale, open the left. Keep the hips square. Inhale, close the left. Exhale, open the right. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. 2 more. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Remove that block. Tuck the back toe, hover the back knee, step back to your down dog or take a vinyasa here. Always option to come into that child's pose when you need a little bit extra of a break. 2 rounds of breath. If you're in your child's pose, shift that weight forward, tuck the toes, push the hips back and up. Draw the big toes to touch. Inhale that left foot back and up. Sharp exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sharp exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sharp exhale, knee to chest. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Plant that foot through. Draw that block beside the foot. Drop the back knee, untuck toes. Exhale, open left arm. Come into that twist. Inhale, close the left arm down. Exhale, open the right. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. Inhale, close. Exhale, open. 1 more. Draw both hands down, remove that block, tuck the back toes, hover the back knee, step back to that down dog, child's pose or take a vinyasa here, 2 rounds of breath. Inhaling, rise into balls of your feet. Exhale, knees to chest, tiptoe, step or hop to the top of your mat. Hands come to shins, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold, let those arms get heavy. How slow can you roll up the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae? Nice and slow, let those arms pull you down. Use this as your break. Roll the shoulders down the back. Gaze up towards the ceiling, and then draw that gaze back down to neutral. Inhale, sink the hips, arms come in front of the body. How low can you go? Even weight through big toe, pinky heel. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step to that high or low plank. We take that chaturanga of choice, bending through the elbows for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, roll shoulders down the back, lift through the chest. Exhale, tuck toes, push hips back and up. Down dog. Push through the hands, shrug shoulders to ears, find that length through the sides of the body, then draw those big toes to touch. Inhale that right foot back and up, three-legged dog, sharp exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog, sharp exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog, sharp exhale, opposite elbow. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale all the way through, plant the foot. Find that stability. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale the hands down towards the hips. Bend through that front knee. Belly button to spine, tuck the tailbone. And then inhale, draw your arms back above head. On your exhale, twist towards that right side. Open up, keep the legs still. Inhale, arms come back above head. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, twist. Let's hold. Gaze can drop past that back hand for 3, 2, 1. Now shift the chest forward. Left hand finds the block. Draw it onto that top step.
And then draw that weight over the back toes. Come to a hover. Walk that left arm open and keep that chest open. Finding a nice little twist here. Gaze can drop past that top hand if it's there. Energy through the fingertips for 3, 2, 1. Can you bend the right knee? Plant the left toes on the mat. Inhale, arms back above head. It's okay if we wiggle and wobble. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to that down dog, child's pose, or vinyasa, your choice. From here, we draw those big toes to touch. Inhale that left foot back and up. Sharp exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sharp exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Sharp exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Let's hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale all the way through. Plant the foot. Find that stability. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale the hands down towards the base. Tuck the tailbone, belly button to spine. Hold here. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, twist towards that left side. Stability through the legs. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, twist. Gaze can drop past that back hand. We're here for 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Shift the chest forward. Right hand finds that right block or whatever support you have. Shift that weight forward over those back toes. Open the chest. If that arm above head feels super comfortable, hand can come to hip. Open that left shoulder though. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend through the left knee. Draw the right toes back down. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back to your down dog. From your down dog, drop the knees, untuck toes, find child's pose, take a breath. Inhale, let's push the hands, roll up the spine, tabletop position. Neutral spine here, engage through the fingertips. Inhale, drop the belly, lift through the chest. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, curl through the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift through the chest. Exhale, curl. One more time. Inhale back to a neutral spine. And on your exhale, open that right arm up towards the ceiling. Thread that right arm through that left side. Drop right shoulder and cheek to the mat. Crisscross the legs if you need. Left arm can stay planted on the mat. Straighten above head or off to that opposite hip for more of a twist. Rolling left shoulder down the back. Take a few rounds of breath here. Search for that stretch. Draw those exhales longer than your inhales. Notice the body can start to relax here. 3 more rounds of breath. Draw that left arm down to the mat. Push through your left arm. Straighten that right arm up towards the ceiling. Drop back down to the mat. And then open the left. Exhale, thread the left arm through. Drop left shoulder and cheek to the mat. Adjust that right arm, straightening above head, off to that opposite hip. Take what you need. Settle into where you feel that stretch, drawing those exhales longer than your inhales. Three more rounds of breath here. Draw that right arm back down to the mat. Push through that left arm. Open the left. Exhale, left arm back down to the mat. Take a moment to pause here. Take a few rounds of breath. When you're ready, sit onto one hip, pull those legs through to center, crisscross your legs out in front of the body. Roll the shoulders down the back away from the ears. On your inhale, draw the chin to the chest. Find a stretch at the back of the neck. Nice and slowly, start to drag the chin across the right column. Inhale, roll the shoulders down the back. Exhale, draw the chin to the chest. Squeeze the front of the neck, find a stretch to the back of the neck. And slowly drag the chin along the right collarbone. As you draw chin to shoulder, gaze to the side of the room. Notice where you feel that stretch here. Drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Pull the chin up towards the ceiling, squeeze the back of the neck, gaze upwards, find a stretch to the front. And then nice and slowly drop the left ear down towards left shoulder. Imagine you could pour liquid out of that left ear. Draw chin to shoulder, gaze to the side of the room. Now, how slow can you drag the chin across left collarbone all the way back to center? Pause at center, relax the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, drag the chin across left collarbone. Nice and slowly, chin to shoulder, gaze to the left side of the room. Drop the left ear down towards left shoulder. Inhale, chin up towards the ceiling, gazing upwards. Find a stretch to the front of the neck. Exhale, drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Inhale, chin to shoulder, gaze to the side of the room. Exhale, drag the chin across the right collarbone. Drawing chin to chest, find that squeeze. One more round. Inhale in here. Exhale, drag the chin across the right collarbone. Chin to shoulder, gaze to the side of the room. Inhale, drop the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Exhale, chin up towards the ceiling, gaze upwards, find that stretch. Exhale, drop the left ear down towards left shoulder. Inhale, chin to shoulder, gaze to the side of the room. Exhale, drag the chin across left collarbone. Come all the way back to center. Inhale, find that squeeze, squeeze the front of the neck. Exhale, drag the chin across left collarbone. Chin to shoulder, gaze to the side of the room. Drop the left ear down towards left shoulder. Inhale, chin up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the back of the neck. See if you can wrinkle it. Gazing upwards and then slowly dropping the right ear back down towards the right shoulder. Draw chin to shoulder, gaze to the side of the room, and then slowly drag the chin across the right collarbone. Come all the way back to center. Let that go. Roll the shoulders down the back, plant the hands behind the back, and lie down all the way onto your mat. You can draw knees to chest, maybe rolling side to side if that feels good on the spine. And then we'll draw those arms out to a T beside the body. Drop the knees over towards the right side. Gaze past the left shoulder, coming into that twist. Adjust the legs as you need for that outer hip stretch. Right hand can come to the top of the left knee, or you can even draw the left knee under the right, twisting the legs together. Your choice. 5 rounds of breath here. Now, there's no rush here. You can stay here for as long as you'd like, but if you're ready, draw the knees back through to center and off to that opposite side. 5 rounds of breath. Staying on the side for as long as you need before you draw the knees back through to center.
Drawing the feet back down to the mat. Take any movement here that would feel comfortable before you find that final resting position for the day for your Shavasana. Now, this is a position where the body has no effort, no work, just time to rest and relax. Wherever you find yourself, allow the body to settle into stillness. Make sure that there's no engagement and you're fully relaxed where you are. Draw your attention up towards the crown of the head. Soften the space in between the eyebrows and behind the eyes. Unclench the jaw, find space between the upper and the lower teeth, and relax the tongue from the top of the mouth. Allow the shoulders get heavy onto the mat, letting go of any grip in the fingers. Soften through the belly. Relax through the hips, letting go of any engagement all the way down the legs, letting go of any grip in the toes. Allow the mind and the body to find stillness here. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, but to rest. Five more rounds of breath here. Stay as long as you need on your mat today. Check in with how you're feeling after the practice, and I'll see you in the next video.